Hi, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. It is Thursday. I'm going to pull us up on Facebook. Sam, say hello to everybody while I
Hi
pull this
everyone.
up.
Hi everyone. How's everyone doing today?
So excited to have you here. As always, it's always so fun when we get together. I love it.
Oh, I love it too. This is number 3, I think.
Yep. Yep.
Which feels like I feel like we've been chatting for a lot longer than that, but I don't think it's actually been. We haven't known each other that long.
I know. I know. All right. I got to set up. Cool. Hi, Anita. Hi, Janice. Welcome in, you guys. I'm trying to get this to stand up on its own. So
Sarah and I were just chatting about how we're feeling this morning. So I'm curious how everyone else is feeling this morning because Sarah's like, "Why didn't you get yourself any coffee?" And I'm like, "I don't know."
yeah, it's been a morning for me too. I had to get up earlier than I normally do, and I had a Beadalon meeting, which is always a good thing because we plan things out like months in advance.
Mhm.
But it also reminds me of how far behind I am.
Yeah,
So it's like
I
now all of a
feel.
sudden I'm like, oh, when I get done here, I have a whole list of things I need to do, and I feel like I need more time in the day and definitely need more coffee.
Always more coffee.
Yes, yes, yes.
But today we're getting creative with some very bright beads. So I hope that makes both of us feel better right now.
Yes, absolutely. You guys, so Sam is here with the May box from Sam's Bead Shop. And you guys, if you didn't get the May box, you are missing out. This so far out of all of them, this is what I think my third.
Yeah.
I have loved them all, but I think this one is probably my absolute favorite because it has red in it. And I'm all about
Ooh.
red. Red hair, red furniture, red walls, like I'm all red all the time. So I
And
was so excited to open this one up.
there's like a good bit of red in the box. Like
Yeah.
good bit.
Oh, yeah. 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 Feeling it. I am so in love with it. So, a couple of housekeeping things before we get started here. So let's see. My brain just went completely blank. I don't have a Michael's class on Saturday, you guys, but I do have. Can I go ahead and tell them what we're doing on Saturday, Sam?
Oh yeah, yeah. I was just like, oh, what's the news? Heck yeah, of course. Here, you go
So
ahead and announce. I'm gonna plug in my computer.
instead of doing my regular, well, my Saturday classes for Michael's are, it's not every single Saturday. So I had a class yesterday for Michael's. Thank you everybody who showed up for that. Tomorrow is our Feel Good Friday show, same time, same place, 1 p.m. I've got I only have 2 kits for you guys this week because I'm focusing more on the odds and ends that are going to be listed in the Etsy shop. So I'm hoping that I may entice you to come and pick up some beady goodness, maybe some findings, some other little odds and ends as I continue to clean out and de-stash all of my own supplies. So those will start to get listed tomorrow. Actually, they'll probably begin being listed tonight, but I do have 2 kits. Those won't be available until right before the live tomorrow, but that's just pretty much normal. But for Saturday, I'm getting back together with Sam here at Sam's Bead Shop. Sam is going to have me do a little design on the fly, from what I understand. Sam, you want to explain
Oh,
to everybody what's going on?
yes. So Sarah has kindly accepted the challenge um, to do the monthly maker challenge using Sam's Speedbox. So obviously, yes, she's like played around with it, but she's gonna come up with like a brand new design tomorrow, Saturday, it's in 2 days, on the fly. She has 1 hour. And so like if you're someone who likes to like see the creative process kind of unfold, these have been really fun. We did one with Tracy Proctor last month, and you just like kind of can see how a designer's mind works. Like, oh, I like that and that. No, 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 I hate that. And like, and we'll just kind of see what happens at the end by the end of the hour. And of course, Sarah and I would just be chatting for the hour too. So
It's going to be so much fun. So guys, be sure that you come and hang out with us on Saturday for that, because it's going to be awesome. Every
yeah,
time I've ever done design on the fly, like things here, they've always been really, really popular. Everybody really likes them. Even if they don't turn out perfect. And I think that's part of it, is because you get to see like the creative process, you get to see the mistakes that are made, and you get to see like kind of, you know, where somebody else's brain is in the process of putting a piece together. So it's always been fun. I cannot wait. I'm excited.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm not going to cheat. I'm going to think about things because I do have the box. But I'm not going to cheat, but I am going to maybe think of some things. But it's always one thing to like think of a design and then execute it, because we all know sometimes it does not work out the same way.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, 100%. I feel like by the time I finish the design, it has none of the original beads I initially put out. So
exactly. Yeah. So it'll be fun. I'm really looking forward to it. All right, let's look through the comments here for just a second before we get moving and shaking.
Yeah.
Kendall says she's loving the name on the screen. Yeah. I'm loving it too. I needed a confidence boost today, so I changed it on my personal profile as well. So I'm feeling it.
You have everything changed over now. That's amazing.
I do. And as a matter of fact, as of the end of our Beadalon meeting, all of my name change will be available through their stuff too. So they're going to change all my names there. And then for the Michael's classes, they're going to go ahead and change it over too. So it won't be legally official, but it is official in the sense that, you know, when you're kind of in the public eye, I guess you can consider it a stage name until it becomes legal. So that was kind of my loophole for being able to change everything right now. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty good.
Alrighty, right, guys. Oh, so I want to add, if I could, Sarah, that the live that we're doing on Saturday is going to be on the Sam's Bead Shop page.
Oh yes, yes.
Rather than the Sara Lovecraft Designs page that we're on right now. But I think that's the only detail folks need to know. That's at 3 p.m. on Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern on Saturday.
Yep. Cool. And I'll make sure that all of that gets shared over to the Sara Lovecraft group and on my page and everything. So you guys, we'll make sure everybody gets there. But just in case, if you're not already part of Sam's Facebook groups, you need to go and be a part of his Facebook groups, because then you're definitely not going to miss out on anything. You're always going to be in the know when it comes to Sam and Sam's Bead Shop. So definitely want to take advantage of that. Let's see. Anything else in the comments here? Let's see. Susie wants to know, do you do events for your lives?
Oh, like make a Facebook event?
Yeah.
We used to be really good about that.
Sounds like me. Sometimes.
That's sounds like a great reminder to make more of those events. I never quite know if they're helpful or not, but maybe I could give another shot if you think so.
Yeah. I'm really bad about forgetting. I try, but like today, I completely flaked. There's no event for today. There was no text that went out.
Oh no.
Yeah, but it happens. Life happens.
Found it here anyway.
All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Cool. So we're gonna go through the May Sam's Bead Box, and I have actually a box.
You put it in a box.
This is the special box, and it actually gets rotated. So the last one just came out of here. What was left of the last one that I didn't use, so I put the new one in. So we're gonna go through the beads. We're not going to go super fast or anything, but we do want to put together like a quick little earrings project right at the end. I'll save that because I want to go through this. Sam, I want you to talk us through all of these gorgeous beads and tell us what your inspiration was and why you picked all of these gorgeous things. So let's not keep everybody waiting. Let's see here. Let me turn everything around. I never remember how to do this.
I still get flashbacks. Oh no.
I always pick the wrong button, but I'll get it.
If you were here the first time with Sarah, she left the stream and left me alone.
All right. Okay. So what was the theme here, Sam?
So our theme is sunburst.
Yes.
So so basically coming from the idea of we've got a color array this month. So there's red, oranges, and a little bit of gold, like champagnes and yellows in there, kind of for a little extra sun sparkle.
Yes.
So, the whole inspiration here is just like summer pop is essentially what I was going for. Like, I really like those Target ads they started a few years ago where they're just so bright.
Yeah.
So I was just kind of thinking like those like super solid bright tones is kind of where it was my starting point for this box. And I
Yeah.
just
And
thought these would be perfect for a nice warm summer.
yeah. Perfect. 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 Okay. So I picked out the little mixes first because those are always, that's like, I feel like everybody has a favorite in the box that they kind of go to. I go to the mixes always. So if you ever stop doing mixes, you're going to get an email from me and I'm going to
No,
don't stop doing mixes. I love them.
I really don't think I could stop them at this point.
They're so much fun. It's like a little prize inside the prize, you know, because you get such a cool little mix. And you never know what you're going to get, which that to me is just, it's so much fun. This orange is gorgeous. Okay. I'm not normally an orange kind of person. I tend to gravitate towards like the peach side of orange, but this is beautiful. So pretty.
Ooh, you got like those Drook. I love any Drook, especially.
Me too. Me too. And the little flowers, I'm obsessed with those. We've got some squares in here that are so pretty. Really, really beautiful. I love it. It's like a little treasure hunt. They're so much fun. I love these.
I've been since a lot of these mixes have had like a mix of different daggers in them. I've seen folks just doing these lovely stringing projects where they just mix the daggers.
Ooh, yeah.
The variant kind of become the design.
So oddly enough, this used to be one of my least favorite shapes in the entire universe with beads. However, in the past year and a half, this is one of my very favorite shapes. It's really weird. I kind of go through cycles with beads, but I don't even know what you call this. It's like a little crescent. These are so fun to stack with other things. I absolutely love them. And I used to not like them. And I think it was because I didn't really know what to do with them. But when you stack them with other things, they're awesome. They're so fun to play with. I love them.
I want to make sure I don't mess this up again because I think last time I was too loud. Also, I just adjusted Sarah and I's microphone. So let us know if that's better. Or adjust again. We're totally happy to.
All right, let's check out the yellow. You can't do summer without bright pops of yellow. So pretty.
Ooh, let's see what you got to this. Ooh, I haven't seen. I don't know if I've seen the star. That's fun.
Oh, look, and there's one in here too. Oh, I love the yellow. I need some more of those. That's awesome. I struggle with designing with yellow, but I want to so bad. I want to use yellow more because it's so pretty. It's so perfect for spring and summer. Look at that one. That one's got a flower on it. That's beautiful.
It's so subtle. Oh my God.
So pretty. And these, I love these little rondelles, these little saucers. Those are so cool.
Those have been, because I've carried those saucers just like regularly in the shop and just in other colors. And they are just like like such a great spacer to have around.
Yep. I love them. Love them. Love them. This is beautiful. The yellow is just as beautiful as the orange. All right.
Each of these bags is a 1 ounce bag. Each month has been different. Like the March box had 2 different 2 ounce bags. And then we had a 2 ounce mixed color bag in the April box. And this month we have a trio. I wanted to vary it up. So this month it was a trio of colors. So one ounce is 1 ounce of each.
Yep. That's what I'm talking about. I love red. I love red. Look at, I'm obsessed with these little guys. I haven't done anything with them yet, but I want to. They're so fun. I love that shape. I see people who do like seed beading and they use this little cone shape in their designs. And I'm always so intrigued by it. So I really need to up my game a little bit and start incorporating these in my designs because they're so cool.
Yeah, there's certain Czech shapes that like pretty much seem to be like mainly or only used by seed beaters.
Yeah.
As if they were kind of made for seed beating, but like they definitely, those sorts of things can be adapted pretty, like I've seen lots of wire work now also done with that shape.
Yeah. Look at those saucers. Those are a little bit bigger. I love those. Those are awesome. Oh, this is beautiful. So, so beautiful. So truth be told, this is the first time I actually dumped out the mixes. I've looked at everything else, but I didn't dump the mixes because I wanted to save them and like actually look at them for the first time with you guys.
Ooh.
So pretty. I'm in love. Love, love, love.
My favorite there is those large petals that you
These
have.
guys?
Yeah.
So cool.
I love those.
Yeah, I do too. And you guys can see they're not flat. They really are that petal shape. So cool. All right, slide these over because we've got a lot to look at. I'm trying not to rush, but at the same time, I just want to pet them.
I know, and also I'm super fascinated to see the earring design you came up with too.
Yeah.
And there's a lot to get through in this box this month.
So these are the red twist ovals. These are awesome. Oh, they're so pretty. And that's a big bead. That's a 14 by 9 millimeter. That's a good size bead.
Yeah, it's a good ear, especially like a good earring size, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Those are beautiful.
So you'll see kind of like one side of this box is there's a whole set of like Siam red beads. And those are kind of, I included a bunch of different shapes and like similar color tones, just partially thinking that maybe folks don't have as much of that in their boxes currently, and then they could now have like a variety to choose from.
Yeah.
And then it just will make if you want to do a monochromatic design, a lot easier when you just have a mix of shapes already ready to go.
So there's 2 of these missing because they are in our earring design.
Ooh.
Yeah. But I'm loving these. I love these. I love the ones that you're picking out because some of them that I've seen just like in general out there in the world, they're the additional color, like this one has the beautiful gold in it. Sometimes they don't, I don't know, some of them, the wash is just too subtle.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like these are really bold. I love that. I think that it really shows off all of the intricate kind of detail of the flower. The ones that don't have that, I feel like are missing, you know, that you don't get to really experience the entirety of the bead. So I like that. I like that gold accent color with these. It's really pretty.
I'm totally with you. Those camellia flowers are one of my favorites in the shop.
Yeah, they're beautiful. All right, I'm just going to keep going with the red and then we'll kind of transition. So I love these little babies. Look at the little baby flowers. And there's a ton of these. Like there is a bunch of these. So when I saw these, then I was like, where's that? I wanted to, look, I just want to stack. They're made for each other. They just want to live together.
Oh, they look like little friends there.
I know, they're so cute. So you could do it with the orange too if you wanted to. I just love them. They're just a pair. They were made for each other. But there's a bunch of these. These are beautiful.
They look like candy in your hand.
I know. Mm-hmm. Yes, yes, yes. All right, I'm going to move these out of the way. So speaking of the little saucers, there's some of these missing too because I use these in our earring project as well. So you actually do get more of these. I just took some of them out to use.
Right.
So pretty.
I think you get about 50 of those if I remember right.
Which is a ton. A ton.
But I feel like one can simply never have enough. Can simply never have too many spacers.
Exactly. All right. The leaves. I love the leaves. And these are going to be great, not just for summer, but for fall too. I feel like the red leaf is underused and underappreciated, and it's so gorgeous. You need more red leaves in your life, everybody. Just because I love red. So, and I do love a good leaf shape. These are gorgeous.
Yeah, I'm so glad you like those.
Yeah, I love them.
We have our red collection unfolding in front of us. And there are other colors in the box too, but there's a
Yeah.
lot.
Oh yeah.
There's definitely a lot of red.
I want to do the red first because that's my favorite. Look at these. These are so pretty. And these are top drilled, you guys. I love those. They're so beautiful.
They're like hot tamales.
Yep. Love it. All right. Now, these next little guys, I also used a couple of these in our design. Not too many, just a couple. So my strand is loose, but can see the little shape on these guys. What do you call these?
Okay, so I was told they're called a twist rondelle, but I don't see it. So I called them a textured rondelle.
Yeah, I definitely see more of a textured rondelle for sure. They're super cute though. I love them. I love the texture that's on there. Just gives them, it's a little different, you know, than a facet, which I think makes them more interesting.
In this box for me, like it would be easy just to include all like standard shapes, but like where's the intrigue?
Right, exactly. Okay, now this is where things get serious, you guys.
Ooh, where are we going right now?
Serious. Yes, yes, yes. So these are the Art Deco cut Carnelian. They're so pretty. I'm obsessed with this cut. I really, really love it. It's really gorgeous.
I'm so happy that you have fallen in love with this cut because I love this cut too.
Yeah.
And we've got Rachel Malice watching, who I know she loves this cut.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So yeah, this has been a fan favorite of the box, and I think I do have more. I have extra strands of this on the main website on samsbeadshop.com. Yeah, these are fun.
They are. They're really, really beautiful. And what I want, I actually want to get, if you've got another strand of these, I want to get them because when I very first took them out of the package, immediately I wanted to make a rosary out of them. I'm totally not Catholic, but I love rosaries. I collect them. And so there's something about this color and this shape. It needs to be a rosary in my life. So I'm going to have to get some more of these because they're awesome.
I can't wait to see that.
Yeah. So pretty. Okay, so now we're kind of moving in. We're kind of transitioning our color here. So let's do one that is truly a transition, if you will. We're going to do the red, yellow tulips. These are so pretty. I love them. These look like candy.
Oh, yeah. I've been hearing that a lot about these. Everyone comes up with a different candy. I'm getting gummy for these a lot.
Yeah. They're so pretty.
This is probably one of the items in the box I feel like I hadn't. That's like one of the more different pieces.
Yeah.
Like I don't see this shape a lot, and then I don't think I've seen these two Czech glass.
Look how pretty.
Oh, look at that.
I just want to put these with everything.
Sarah, I have to now go find you more of those angel beads or cressets. They have different names.
I love them. They're so fun. Those are so pretty. They're so pretty. And you get a lot of them. I'm always amazed at how much you include in your boxes. It's amazing to me the amount of things. The value of your box is incredible.
Oh, thanks, Sarah.
All right, let's get our orange on a little bit here. Let's see. What can I grab? What can I grab? So some more of these. Kind of two-tone a little bit. They've got a little wash of yellow in there, but these are mostly orange and they're so pretty. It's not like an in-your-face kind of Crayola orange. This is a very red orange. It's like a sassy orange.
I could see that. I could definitely see that.
Yeah, I like it. So pretty.
These I do have a little story about.
Yeah?
One of the there's this really fascinating bead shop in San Francisco called General Bead that is still open. So if you ever do some traveling to San Francisco, definitely check out this shop because how they have it set up is there's just on the wall. They just have every bead they carry taped to the wall.
Yeah.
And I think you write down a list. It's been a while. You write down a list of what you want, and then they go into their little warehouse area and they grab their little packets. You get like 25 pieces of whatever you want.
Yeah.
And so one of the very first, like, is one of the very first Czech beads I ever got was very, very similar to those. It was like a 6 mm faceted in this exact same two-tone, like yellow orange. And I just fell in love with it. Because
awesome.
just like Colleen just said, like they're little balls of fire. They're so fun.
Yeah.
And so when I saw these, I was like, oh, well, these are 100% going into, they fit the color theme perfectly.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, so pretty. And I love that they have a story. All beads. I want to know the story of all of the beads. Check these out. These are awesome. You can't go wrong with a bicone. Took me a second there. You cannot go wrong with a bicone. You just can't. They're so versatile. Look, I even want to pop one underneath one of these little guys.
Shocking.
I just can't stop myself. They're so pretty. I love it. I love it. All right, now we're going to get a little deeper. Let's go a little deeper here with some more carnelian. These are gorgeous.
Okay, these ones have a story too. A very short one. My sister we were poking around looking. My sister was the one who kind of inspired this box. She was like, I think you need to do like a carnelian box. That's her favorite stone.
Yeah.
And so we found this item well. First, we found one of the first items I found was the Art Deco cut. And then when I was poking around for Czech options, these popped up, and I had never seen a Czech item that took on like the look of carnelian so clearly.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. If I didn't know any better, I would say that it was. I mean, it's almost exact. And I'm seeing a little wire work flower here. You know? Yeah. It's too bad I'm designing on the flower right now. So cute. And there's enough for 2 of them. Yep. Maybe that's what I'll do on Saturday. I don't know.
Ooh, I want to see how you would make that flower. I don't know how that comes together.
Oh, I can show you. I would love to show you that. All right, let's see. What else we got? Oh, we've got more flowers. These are so pretty. Those are just beautiful. I don't know that I've seen these in orange before, so this is a new experience for me with the orange flower.
Yeah, I kind of bought all that were left for the boxes, so I'm really hoping they make more so I can get it for the shop because I love those.
Yeah, I do too. Those are really, really beautiful. Ooh, and you could mix them with your red ones in a really cool design if you wanted to mix and match the red and oranges together.
I love so that. Pretty. That would be such a pretty necklace.
Yeah. I think so too. All right. Gosh, we have a huge pile and we're not even done yet.
I can't believe you're going through every item. There's so many, Sarah.
All right. Some more rondelles. These are so pretty. I'm feeling that color. It's that pumpkin-y. Well, that's what they're called. They're called pumpkin bronze. Yes.
Wait. That's the name of the flowers. These are the light carnelian rondelles.
How did I mix those up? Oh, I put that in the wrong bag.
It happens. I could see. Yeah, I could see how those would get swapped together.
Yeah. Those are so pretty. I love that with these. Yep. I love all of this. Gorgeous. It's giving me like August vibes, like, you know, the dog days of summer, but you're still enjoying days at the pool, but gosh, it's hot. That's what I'm feeling from all of this. These are beautiful too. Mm-hmm.
This is our golden opal strand, one of my favorite stones. I mean, this is obviously Czech glass, but they reminded me so much of yellow opal.
Yeah, so pretty. Okay, so let's see. There's some more daggers. Some daggers and some lentils coming up. These look like little fairy wings. They're not coming across on camera nearly as shimmery as they actually are in person. These really do have a beautiful kind of shimmer to them that makes them kind of magical looking. But you definitely don't see it on the camera.
I feel like I see it. Yeah, these have a luster to them that make them quite
Yeah.
appealing, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. They're really, really pretty.
And I don't think you're going to run out for a while unless you
No,
like really, really use them in like a lot in the necklace.
yes. All right. I love to make a pile out of everything because it really kind of ties all of the colors together. You get the full story when you've got them all laid out together here. So for everybody who's like totally cringing over my bead mess, I'm feeling it. I'm in love with it.
It looks like it's like cluttercore. It's like everything's intentionally placed, but there's a lot of it.
I love these. These will make great earrings. So these are front drilled, which is really cool.
I love
you could pop a little something on there, or you could do them that way if you wanted to. I kind of like them this direction though. I don't know. Now that I'm looking at them, like doing a whole, like just a row of these with some really pretty beads on the either side. I don't know. These are awesome though. That shape is a lot of fun to play with.
Yeah, even like on a hoop on an earring, that direction can be kind of cool. Because then they change shape from the side. I kind of like that idea.
Yeah, super fun. All right. All right.
Sherry said, never cringe over bead piles.
Okay, so we've got two more. I'm saving one of my favorite things for the very, very end. But we're going to take a look at these jasper beads. These are so pretty. I love that color. I'm such a fan of like this whole, I want to play right now. I want to mix and match and play.
Ooh, I like those rondelles with the jasper.
I do too. It all goes together so well, which I know is the point, but you know, it's different when you've got them in your hands and like it's different to look at them in the bag than it is to get them all out and like really play with them together. It was so pretty. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and show these copper. Oh, these are so pretty. These are gorgeous. I still have one more bead strand left, but I'm going to save that till the very end here. But I wanted to show you guys these. These are beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. These antique copper filigree little connectors. So you got a loop on the top and a loop on the bottom. So you can use them this direction if you want to. You could use them in a bracelet going this direction if you wanted to, or you could even, I mean, there's so many things you could do, but you could use them like that and then string between them some drapes if you wanted to. Like, so fun. And I feel like this copper color is beautiful with all of this.
It felt warm. It felt right because it felt so warm.
Yeah. Perfect.
And I'm a big fan of these copper components. So they're a brass stamping that's made in the US. Like they're fully, every aspect of that is done in the US. And I really like them because they are lightweight, but at the same time, they are not, I tested them out. They are not flimsy pieces.
Yeah, definitely not. The quality is really good on these.
I did see someone was asking about kind of it's okay if I give a quick like lowdown on kind of how the box works.
Yeah. Please go for it. Yes.
So obviously this is a month-to-month subscription. So like if you were to sign up right now, it's May 27th, your first box would be the June box that ships around June 10th. And then it automatically renews each month for you unless you pause a month. There's like a pause button on the website. Or you can just cancel a subscription anytime. There's no, you don't have to commit to anything. You just do what you could do. If folks are interested in this box that Sarah's looking at right now, I have like a few entire boxes assembled. That's on the main website, samspeedup.com. And you can purchase the whole box, or I also have all the extras from the box in whatever quantity. It's super random. Some I have a few extra, some I have like 50 extra. So if you wanted, excuse me, a certain item from the box, you can also purchase it on its own. But the best value is always going to be to purchase the box as a whole.
Terry says you won't want to cancel. I concur. I concur.
Well, I'm glad. I try really hard to make this box feel like something you want to be a part of.
Oh yeah, and you're definitely I definitely look forward to this every month. So, all right, last strand. I love them. It's Mookite, and I say to my friend Kathy, it's Mookite. I love Mookite so much. So this was a treat to get in the box. Australian Mookite jasper, 8 millimeters.
I mean, the reason I say Australian is because this is only found in Australia, and I'm loving the strand you got here. Like that bead right in the middle, the two-tone bead you have.
This one?
That's nifty.
I know, they're so fun. They all have their own little. Look at this one. Like it has that. It just has its own personality. Like that's almost blue, but it's like gray, but it has a blue quality to it that is just so unexpected. They're so pretty. They're just
Sarah, I think I understand why you relate to Mookite.
Why?
It kind of does its own thing, and
yes,
and that's what makes it so special.
Yeah. Marches to the beat of its own drum, which is I definitely identify with that for sure. I love it. I love it. I even got this from you in the that Art Deco cut because I'm such a fan. I really love it. It
expresses itself in a myriad of ways.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Look, I love this one too. Look at that. That's the same one. That was just the other side of it.
Yeah.
Well, because it's very uniform on this side, but then over here it has more of like a swish to it. So
right.
So pretty. Oh my gosh, Sam, look at all of this goodness you have. You guys.
Ooh, and wow, you're good on timing, Sarah. I feel like you have like the perfect amount of time to show us a little some of the thing you
make a little something.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. All right, so let's make a little something, shall we? I'm gonna move this out of the way just a little so that it's not too much of a distraction to look at my dirty desk here. All right, so I thought we would just put together a really quick pair of earrings because who doesn't love instant gratification jewelry, right? So I thought we'd make a little pair of earrings using some of the flowers in the box and some of those cool little saucer beads. I think these are super, super cute. They're easy to put together, pretty quick. I think the longest part of this is just going to be doing all of the wire wrapping to your beads. But fortunately for everybody, I pre-did a lot of these. So we don't have to do all of them together. But I'm always a fan of a, like a, what do you call that? It's like a cluster. I'm always a fan of a bead cluster. So I thought these would be really cool to put together. And of course I love that red. So, all right. So let's see. The first thing I did was, as I was trying to decide what to do, the very first thing I did was just start wire wrapping some of these little guys, these little saucers. So I'm going to lay out some of the ones that I already did, and we'll count out how many I had in the actual earring here. So there's 6 there, but I believe there were 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah. So we're going to wire wrap 2 more of these. And then we're going to put our little cluster together. There's a piece of chain. The cluster is attached all with jump rings. There's a piece of chain coming off the bottom. And then one of those cool little textured rondelles to hang on the bottom. And it's wire wrapped directly to our piece of chain. Something else that is wire wrapped directly to this is our little top section of our cluster is not a jump ring. It is the actual wire wrapped loop on our flower. So that it really just kind of, it felt too empty to add another jump ring there. So that's why I used that loop. So we'll go through that whole little process. But the first thing we want to do is we want to wire wrap 2 more of our little spacer or our little saucers. And I'm going to use some of these head
Ooh,
pins that have a little ball on the
I
end. Just as a
love ball
little,
head pins.
I do too. Just a little extra. It's amazing what something so tiny can do to a bead when you just have that little extra little drop of metal there. All right, so threading
I
is
really
on.
think that like that sort of like attention to detail like really makes a big difference when you're like looking at
Exactly.
someone's pieces. Like it just, I don't know, it's an extra little bit of love you can add to refine your pieces.
I agree. I agree. All right, so we're gonna do wrapped loops. If you're more comfortable doing, just regular loops, I'm gonna lower you guys down a little bit too here. Let's see if we can brighten up. There we go. To work against my light. So I'm gonna do a wrapped loop, but if you're more comfortable with a regular loop, go for it. It's fine. It will all come together the same way. But I'm grabbing that bead right where it is, or I'm grabbing the wire rather right where it is exiting the bead, and I'm gonna bend the wire over the top of our pliers. And the reason we do that is so that we have an exact measurement for our wire wraps. We don't have to do any guessing or anything. We just let the tools put that space there for us. So now I'm going to come in with my round nose pliers, and I'm going to grab the wire that is running between the barrel of the pliers. And I'm going to take that wire up and over the top barrel of the pliers. Notice I am not moving the tool, just the wire. But now in order to get that wire over to the other side to close up the loop, I do have to move the tool. So I need to take this bottom barrel of the pliers and make it the top barrel. So all we're going to do is just do a little rotation. And now I can very easily take my wire over to the other side to close up our loop. Okay, I'm going to put that back on the tool. You don't have to take yours off. I'm just showing you. So I'm going to switch hands, and you can either use your fingers if you want to, or you can use your pliers. Sometimes I do a little bit of both in a design, just kind of depends. But I do like to use my pliers when I'm using really thin metal. So this looks to be about a 24 gauge eye pin. It winds up really nicely, which is satisfying, oddly. So I like to do it with my pliers, and then it gives me this weird little zigzag thing at the end. I don't know. I find the oddest gratification in jewelry making.
Oh,
so now I'm gonna
100%. I was curious, because I've always grabbed my loop once I made the loop with my flat nose. Do you prefer to grab it to hold it with your round nose?
I do. Excuse me. Depending on what it is that I'm doing with my loop. So if I just need the loop to stay a loop, I'll leave it on the round nose pliers. But if I need to, like with this one, when we get to this loop here, I actually will hold it with my pliers because I'll have things attached to it. So it's easier just to kind of hold onto the loop that way. But it's odd that you say, well, it's not odd that you say that. It's interesting that you say that because I found that a lot of people are either or. So you're definitely not the only one that does it that way. I never realized that there was a difference until I saw other people doing it. And I was like, oh, maybe I'm doing it wrong. But I think it's just what you're comfortable with, because it works either way.
Yeah, that's interesting, because I always just assumed that if I held my loop while making my double wrap, that I was going to mess up my loop because I wasn't like holding it firm with the flat nose. But obviously it worked for you. Obviously it works.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just an either or. The only thing that I kind of caution with it is if you're using head pins or eye pins or any wire that is really soft, the only thing that if it's a really soft, maybe like a dead soft metal, if you're squeezing too tight, you can definitely squeeze the roundness out of your loop and end up with like a little straight section here. So you don't want to overcompensate holding on. You just want to very lightly hold it on there. Don't squeeze your pliers together because you will distort that loop shape. But either way works because you're definitely ensuring the shape by holding it with your pliers like that. It's definitely not going to come out of that nice roundness. So for those of you out there who have been watching me do this a million times, maybe try Sam's technique if you are if you're struggling with keeping your loop nice and round. All right, so we've got our little guys here. We're just going to pretend like we did all these really super fast. Magic of TV.
Wow, that was amazing.
We're going to start to assemble here. So I've got some jump rings. I use little tiny jump rings. Well, they're not tiny. They're little 4mm jump rings, but I like to use the smaller jump rings for this just so that they don't distract too much from the rest of the design. I do have a short little piece of very small cable chain here, and we're going to wire wrap our little rondelle. Let's go ahead and do that before we start putting everything together here. So I'm going to drop the little rondelle down, and we're going to start our wire wraps loop. But before we do the wrap, we're actually going to go ahead and attach it directly to our piece of chain. So in with the round nose pliers, up and over. I'm going to rotate and take that wire over to the other side. Now, before I do the wire wrap, I'm going to take that off. And we're going to take the tail end of this and we're going to thread it through one of the bottom or top link, whichever, one of the ends of your chain piece, and just gently snap those two together. Now, this is one of those instances where I do like Sam does. I come in with my pliers, and I like to use the bent chain nose pliers because it just kind of holds everything out of the way so that I don't have to fight against the pliers, because I do tend to do that. And then I'm just going to wire wrap in that space.
I have a confession.
Yes.
I think in a clean out of my tools a couple years ago, I don't think I kept my bent nose because I don't think I had ever touched them. And I regret everything.
I'm going to have to send you some, Sam.
Because how that angle comes in just makes so much sense. And I'm just like, what have I been doing with my life?
Well, but you didn't know. If I'd never shown you, you would have continued and it would have been just fine. But I really do like that because, and this is one of the only instances where I use these other than when I'm like opening and closing jump rings. I just need another pair of pliers, but it really does. It keeps the tip of the pliers out of the way because I have a tendency to go fast, not when I'm necessarily teaching, but if I'm just designing on my own, and I will wire wrap around the end of my second pair of pliers, and it's so frustrating. So the bent chain nose pliers really kind of helps me from doing things that, you know, I definitely wouldn't want my students to see.
Oh my God. So. Pamela says, oh, Sam. Oh, gosh.
All right. So now let's start to build our little cluster here. So I'm going to take one of my jump rings between two pairs of pliers. I'm going to walk that open. And I'm going to thread that on to the other end of my chain. Now, before I close this, I'm going to thread on two of my little wire wrapped beads. So one on one side of the chain and one on the other side of the chain. And then I'm just going to close that back. Make sure you get a good closure on that so nothing sneaks out on you. I'm going to take another jump ring. Same thing, walk it open, thread that on to the jump ring we just attached. Whoops. And we want to make sure that we keep our beads one on either side. That'll keep our cluster nice and balanced. So one goes on one side, and then one goes on the other side, and then we'll close that one back. So we're building our little cluster here. I'm going to do another one.
Ooh, this design is bringing me back to like 2000. I think like 14. I got really into making clusters, and I made like dozens and dozens of pairs with Chinese crystals and like.
Ooh, yes.
And then eventually I got the one-step looper, and I was just unstoppable. And it was. That's awesome. By the way, I super don't recommend the one-step looper with Chinese crystals. I had so many broken crystals. But like,
oh my gosh!
I think I like kind of accidentally came upon the design, like when I was messing around one day, and I think like I was like, oh my God, look what I just came up with. Thinking that like, wow, dang, I did this myself, and this design has been around. Like, I had to not invent the cluster design in 2014.
No, you totally did. As far as I'm concerned, Sam invented the cluster.
And then I told no one, and then somehow everyone else already knew about it too. So.
All right, so we've got the beginnings of our cluster here. I've got two more beads to add to our cluster, but because when I did this the first time, I added another jump ring, but there was just too much space between my flower bead and my cluster. So I took out that jump ring altogether, and I'm just going to connect them all with our one piece of wire here. So I've got a short piece, about 4 inches of 22 gauge German style wire, which is my favorite. And we're going to go ahead and do a wrap loop on one end. So I'm going to come down about 1.5 inches on that wire and give it a bend. And I'm going to come in with my round nose pliers. We're just going to follow the same steps for a wrap loop. So up and over, rotate the pliers, take the wire over to the other side, and then I'm going to wire wrap here. So this will be our top wrap. This will actually be the loop where our ear wire attaches. So I have my wrapped loop. I'm going to trim off the tail, and I'm going to thread on. So I put a little silver spacer bead right at the top. So I'm going to thread that on, and then I'm going to thread on my beautiful flower. All right, now I'm going to wire wrap. I'm going to do a loop. Let me just show you on the sample here. So I'm going to do a wrap loop here on the bottom, but I'm going to make it a little bit bigger than the one on the top so that it can accommodate our cluster and 2 more beads. So that'll all be wire wrapped directly together. So I don't know if you can tell from this or not, but my loops are going in 2 totally different directions. So the loop on the top is facing me. Oh, no, they're not. They're facing the same direction. Never mind. Just forget all of that. I thought I had my loops going in opposite directions. I do not. Just kidding. All right, moving on.
And the power of a cluster, no one would notice.
All right, bending the wire. Now when I come in to make my wrap loop, I'm going to come back on the pliers just a little bit because I tend to make my loops pretty small. So I want to come back just a little bit just to open this up and make it a little bit bigger of a loop. So up and over, rotate, take the wire over. Now before we move on, we have to thread on. So we're going to thread on one of our little beads that'll hang on one side. And then we're going to thread on the jump ring at the top of our cluster. Make sure that you've got 1 bead on one side and 1 bead on the other side before you thread that one on. And slide that right into place. And now we're going to thread on 1 more. And slide that down. And just make sure everything is in your loop. And again, I'm going to come in with my bent chain nose pliers to hold all of that in place.
Yes.
And then I'm going to wire wrap. Right in there. And I'm going to come in with my cutter tool and trim that off. And that's it. The last thing we need to do is attach our ear wire. I'm just going to kind of clean everything up a little bit, make sure there's not any wires sticking out anywhere. Just give it a good little pinch if there is anything sticking out. Flip all of that around so it's all attached. And we're going to add our ear wire and it will be done. And this is one of my pre-made ear wires. This is one of my favorites.
Those are beautiful.
So there we go. We've got our little earrings. They're easy to do. Really, the most time that it takes is just doing all the little wire wrapping on your little saucer beads, but they're so cute and so fun. And if you
Sarah,
it's too much, you can always shorten that chain, you know?
Yeah. But I like that usually with the cluster I don't see I like what you've done with it. It's really, it has a nice flow to it.
Yeah, I think they're cool. I'm going to turn you guys around and put them on so you can see what they look like on, because they do look different than they do just laying flat in my hand. And it's at a weird angle. So let me, hopefully, I did it.
You did it. Heck yeah.
I did it without turning myself off.
You're the master of StreamYard now.
All right.
moment. It's like
Look
it's the
how
reveal.
cute
Oh
those are. They're so fun. They hang way better than they lay on the table. That's for sure. And I only use a tiny bit of the beads. So, I mean, I've still got a ton of the little spacer saucer beads in red. I still have flowers left over. So there's still a lot of beads to play with. And I didn't just do a single or, a 2 or 3 bead design. We used a lot of beads for these, but we've still got
those are great.
plenty to
They're
use.
so good. Oh, they're so great.
Thank you. I hope everybody else likes them as well. I think earrings, people just love earrings because they're so fun and there's so many different combinations you can come up with. So
oh yeah,
I look at this pile of all of these beautiful beads here and I'm thinking like, oh my gosh, I could probably make a couple hundred pairs of earrings maybe.
probably. It's definitely possible.
Yeah.
There's a good amount of pairs in the mixes, and like you could, if you sort through it, you could definitely come up with a lot from those themselves. Yeah, it's been really cool to see what folks are coming up with this like more unusual box, just with all the different bright colors in it.
Yeah.
So if you make anything, you gotta tag Sarah and I so we can see.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to see all of the cool things that you guys are making with Sam's Bead Box. Particularly those of you, I always love red, so I'm going to love every red design you ever post. But I want to see what people are doing with the oranges and yellows just because I struggle with that. So I need all the inspiration I can get. I want to see what other people are doing with that yellow and that orange and how they are, creating fun things with that because I want to be able to do that for myself. So I know where I'm lacking. So
yeah, I love some Judy Perkins in my group posted some keychains she made, and like using a lot of the yellow mix, and it was, and I think she used a yellow bee bead, like a Czech bee bead.
Yeah,
and they're so lovely. It's just little keychains. They were so perfect.
that's awesome.
Yeah, I love them. Rachel's making fun of me that I said sort the mixes because I vowed I would never sort the mix in my life. I've established that it's not my personality type. That mix is staying a mix. I will pick through until I find what I need.
That's so funny because I'm a sorter. I have to sort everything out. But then when I put it back, I want to put it all back together as a big mess so that I can sort it again because I get so much satisfaction out of it.
That is funny. I never understand what are people going to do when they sort it. Like you're going to have like 20 little mini bags. Like it's too many. Then you can't. It has to be a mix. I think it's actually. I just think it's really pretty as a mix too. I like it that way.
I do too. So confession. Now you did a confession. I have a whole tote. I don't know if you guys can you see that tote that's sitting right there on the desk? Right there. That tote, it actually says bead mixes on a sticker on the end of it. And it is just like what Sam was talking about. It's just the mixes. And I never do anything with them. Let me grab them. I just pull them out and look at them. And everything else in my office is sorted. Everything is sorted. But I have the remnants of my blue mix. What I didn't use from the blue mix.
March 2021.
Yep. I have, let's see what I have just a random mix of yellow things.
Ooh, pretty.
But for whatever reason, I can't sort them. I have to keep them in this like eternal mix.
Oh, but that's fun. I like this. I like this bin.
I know, but it's this is the sacred bin. This is where the mixes live. Everything else has a home.
Right.
It has to be sorted and put away in its little place, except for the things that get to live here.
Right. So I just posted, because all these mixes, I now am starting to post them in pound bags, 16-ounce bags in the shop. So I don't think they're right for you, but but if anyone else likes sorting projects, you can now buy the mixes. I'm going to have every color soon in the shop. I have like 5 so far in the 1-pound bags. It's going to be a party.
That's awesome. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Oh my gosh, Sam, thank you so much for being here. It's always fun to have you here. I'm looking forward to next month already. I
Yeah, me
cannot
too.
wait.
Oh, I'm looking forward to Saturday.
Yes. Oh my gosh, yeah. Saturday is going to be awesome. So I might have to show you how to do the little flower with those petals. I know that's not necessarily designed on the fly, but I could incorporate it into something else and it
Right.
would be on the
Oh,
fly.
I think
So
that would
maybe
count
that's what I'll
100%.
do.
100%. That sounds great. But you also do whatever you want on Saturday. That's the fun of it.
I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. All right, guys. Thank you, guys, everybody, for joining us. I hope that you have enjoyed our live today. Please give Sam some love. If you're not part of Sam's groups, get over there. Get over there. Join his group so that you're always in the know with what's going on with Sam and Sam's Bead Shop. And don't forget to use that coupon code if you would like to for your purchase of your bead box, all
Heck
your
yeah.
beady goodness. And if I missed any of your questions, I'll try to go back through and look. I was just so busy oohing and awing over the beads. I didn't see a whole lot of the comment section today. So my apologies, guys, but I know you're there and I love you and I'm glad that you were there. So
yeah, I hope everyone has a lovely, lovely rest of your day.
yes, yes, yes.
It is almost Friday, folks.
I know. So
we are
close. You can
through.
almost taste
So I hope everyone has a great day. I hope you have a great day, Sarah. And thanks
Me
for having me
too.
on. I really
Same
enjoy this each month. This is I'm glad this has become a little tradition for us.
I love it. I love it. I'm so glad that we know each other, Sam. It's awesome.
Me too, Sarah.
All right, guys, have a wonderful afternoon, and I will see you guys tomorrow at 1 p.m. again for our Feel Good Friday. You've got a show tonight, don't you?
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, my weekly live sale is 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern tonight.
Don't miss it. Don't miss it. Lots of good things coming up.
Did I just see a puppy? I hear a puppy.
He's crying at me. He's sad. He says, okay, Mom, you've given everybody else too much attention. So
well, go give that puppy some love and I'll see you Saturday.
all right. Sounds good. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Sarah. Bye.